All right, so all throughout the rest of this class, we're going to be doing marginal decision making or marginal thinking. Marginal analysis is really what we're going to be doing. And anytime you see this word marginal, you can replace it with the word incremental. Incremental. So marginal analysis is when we examine the benefits and costs of choosing, and here's the important part, a little more or a little less of a good or service, obviously. So marginal analysis is figuring out what the extra benefit is and the extra cost is to doing a little bit more or a little bit less of whatever that is. Consuming a good or service, producing a good or service, working, relaxing, sleeping, going to class, studying, eating food, working out, rocket thrust. It's used in a lot of places. But when we're in the economic land, right, we're really trying to figure out how dollars create satisfaction, value, or usefulness. And so we have this notion called utility, which is the satisfaction, usefulness, or value that one obtains from consuming goods and services. So this is a made-up thing, and we even have a made-up denomination for it. It's called utils, right? So you say like, that thing gives me 100 utils. Well, this whole situation of how many utils it is purely subjective. Something that could give me 100 utils could give you 3 utils. Something that could give you 1,000 utils could give me 10,000 utils, right? Now, the reason why we have this is because, yes, it is subjective from person to person and context to context, but it's a useful tool when we're talking about the next concept, which is that of a law, right? And so anytime we're in science, when we're talking about laws, we're really just talking about theories that have been repeatedly proven so much they are assumed to be the rule, right? So we've got a law of diminishing marginal utility. What the heck is this thing? Long ass definition, right? So this is talking about as a person receives more of a good, the additional or marginal utility from each additional unit of good or service consumed declines. So, for instance, you know, when you go to the cafeteria and you're starving and you get that first slice of pizza, might be 100 utils. That second slice of pizza, maybe it tastes even better. But at a certain point, the fifth slice of pizza is now at maybe 90 utils. The sixth slice of pizza, oh, now I'm getting full. I've got a little bit of heartburn, but I'm still enjoying it. But maybe I'm only getting a slight amount of satisfaction compared to the extra cost in terms of sluggishness and just, you know, greasy feeling from all this pizza. And then at a certain point, right, if you try to stuff yourself and you're in a pizza eating contest, you're actually going to get negative utils, right? Where eating that pizza is going to cause you no added satisfaction, is actually just going to make you feel worse. Maybe it makes you vomit. That would definitely cause negative utility, right? So the situation of, so here's something that students are constantly getting confused. They think that this notion of diminishing marginal returns has to do with this negative situation, the fact that at some point it becomes negative. But actually, the situation of diminishing marginal returns is talking about this downward trend, how the additional utils decreases as the consumption increases. Does that make sense? So it's not the fact that at 10 slices you get negative utility. That does happen sometimes, but that's not what we're talking about when we're talking about the law of diminishing marginal utility. The law of diminishing marginal utility is just saying that, like, the fourth slice of pizza doesn't hit as good as the first slice of pizza.